Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full float. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Doak. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will put toe together and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's White. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. say they're doing that. Power football with the run. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When you're league undefeated.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Makes the grab. It's Weiss. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Jackson will throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Hands it off. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Frazier. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Now they're going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The lone back's got it. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Smashes through the tackle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Florida State 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a grab and go for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State 0.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out until you keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Going up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a...
Fires the pass, intercepted.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Going with the ground game left. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Rashada. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Going up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. This quarterback part of their running game. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Run it with the fullback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's third down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On the move. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice.
Here we go. Check. Under.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick, didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turns it on down the left side. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's long. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Jackson will throw. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Wide out in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. On 3rd down, going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
On the play. Second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
First half. With the score, Georgia 21, Florida State 0.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Law. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset on...
Makes the grab on the left side. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Noles want to move quickly. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires left. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to throw it again. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Noles! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Makes the catch and takes it in for the score.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Tuggle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds his tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Rashada. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dialing up a second down pass play. That's caught. It's Davis. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Noles headed quickly to the line.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
The short hands, it's McCoy. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Jackson will throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. That's caught. It's Davis.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got it. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll run for it on third and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The give to the back. The ball is out behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just packed of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Florida State. And here they come, almost all the way back. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to Washington State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yet
He smashes his way through again. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
he's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Still on his feet at the 45. Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. A strike downfield. He was oh so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 28, Florida State 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Dino. Arrow. Terrier.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes his connection. Touchdown Seminoles! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Running back searching for a hole. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Handoff to the single back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit... want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The Dogs get it past the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Serious noise on this huge 4th down play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Motion from the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Jackson gonna throw it. Release to the back. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. To the air on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Quarterback checking off. Jackson will throw. Coming after it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs!